We are told at the beginning of the film, cosmic rays have a negative impact on human brains on Earth. As a result, humans have been transformed into supervillains. Those abilities are only granted to the evil. The victims of these rays are referred to as miscreants. These miscreants were murdering a large number of people. Humans live in fear of these supervillains. Because of this, they also have made their life limited. One day those supervillains attack a train, in which the parents of the main character of this story, Emily's, were finished. Emily becomes sad because of it. Here, she decides she will end those miscreants when she grew older. After it, she leaves her all entertainments, even her social life. She only keeps her focus on how she can end those miscreants. She researches and works on all the methods she thinks will be useful to end the miscreants. Emily was an intelligent and smart girl in her class. All teachers like her. The rest of the students of her class were jealous of her. That's why they frequently bully her, but there is someone who likes Emily. Her name is Lydia. Lydia saves Emily from the bad students. She takes care of her. She supports her in any way. Emily now wants to become a scientist to transform the normal human into super. Will make them able to fight with those miscreants. For this, Emily works hard. She works hard in school, and Lydia looks after her a lot. Emily was studying for her exams. Lydia says, "Now take rest for some time. After some time, I will wake you. You can continue your study then." While obeying Lydia, Emily sleeps, but she didn't wake up on time, which is why Emily and Lydia start fighting. They both get separated. Even after many years have passed, they have never met. Lydia was a truck driver and returning from her work. She notices the police were chasing some miscreants. Among those miscreants, Laser attacks them with her laser beam. Lydia and Laser glimpse each other for a second. Lydia is attacked by Laser, but she manages to flee. After it, miscreants leave. Lydia finds Emily's contact and tries to contact her. Emily calls Lydia at a school reunion, but she couldn't come to the school reunion. Lydia discovers Emily became a huge scientist. Lydia feels Emily is still scared of coming to the parties. She goes to bring Emily into her office, and seeing Emily's office, she gets shocked. She used to touch everything without any reason. Emily tells her she also wanted to go to the school reunion, but being busy with the work she forgot. Emily shows her office to Lydia and forbids her to touch anything here. But Lydia, while touching everything, presses a thing and sits on a sofa. Suddenly, her hands get tied. Some kinds of serums inject into her face, on which Emily was working. When Lydia shouts, everyone arrives. Emily becomes enraged that the hard work which she was doing for years for making a superhuman is ruined. Emily can never end villains, because now Lydia has become a superhuman. Emily thinks her main purpose is to end the supervillains, so she decides to train Lydia. Her training starts the next day. Emily also uses some pills, due to which she also got some invisible powers. Lydia has become powerful after the training. They learn one day in the news that the miscreants are destroying the city. Then Emily brings the raw chicken. Lydia eats it immediately like an animal. It was the side effects of the serum. It means now Lydia has become superhuman. Later, they are shown in a special superwoman dress. While wearing it, they go in their supercar for their first mission to end miscreants. They go to a show where miscreants have attacked. They compete with them and defeat the miscreants. A strange miscreant with weird hands is also shown, whose name was Jerry. Lydia may like him, but Emily awakens Lydia's senses. They get famous after this incident, because now the people don't need to be scared of miscreants. They come here being the superhuman and introduce themselves as Thunder Force. Everyone was delighted to see them, but there was one person who was enraged. The leader of the miscreants. He used to end the people here with the help of his miscreants, to make people afraid, so he will take everyone's vote while saying he will stop those miscreants. He will have the power then. Actually, that was his trick. It couldn't happen because he is defeated in the elections. There was the Thunder Force to end the miscreants. The leader becomes furious. The miscreant is shown. He comes to meet Emily and Lydia while taking his special laser. He offers them if they will support him, he will fulfill their all wishes. They have only one wish, to end the miscreants. They couldn't agree with him. The miscreant returns. To control his anger, he makes his companion killed by laser. He does this to control his anger. He announces at a conference he wants to throw a party on the new mayor's victory. His plan was to end the mayor. Jerry tells Lydia about this in a hotel. Their leader's plan is to explode a bomb in that party. in which, along with the mayor, many people will end. Emily and Lydia go to the party to stop all this. Emily's daughter Tracy was leading them from the control room. The manager was also present there. She was giving all the information to Laser about Tracy's movement. Tracy discovers the manager is also a miscreant in between them. She strikes something hard at her head. She injures her and informs Thunders the miscreants know about their presence, because their manager was providing all the information to those miscreants. The miscreants' leader along with his companions appears in front of them. Lydia moved forward to fight with him. The miscreants' leader fights with her. They both were powerful, so there was a great fight between them. On another side, Emily was fighting with Laser. Emily doesn't have special powers, that's why Laser was dominant on her. Before Laser can kill Emily, someone arrives at lightning speed and saves her. She was none other than Emily's daughter Tracy. She has made herself powerful with the help of superhuman serum. Emily was surprised after seeing her. She goes to Lydia where the miscreant was about to end her. Meanwhile, Jerry arrives and stops the miscreant to do anything. The miscreant breaks Jerry's hands. Lydia kicks him with the help of a pillar. She throws him out of the building. Now the three Thunders move towards the bomb immediately. They think what to do with it. On it, Lydia decides she will jump from the building while taking the bomb. Saying this, she jumps. It is the cause of the bomb blasts. Emily was saddened by the fact that her friend was no longer alive. Emily, on the other hand, has a pleasant surprise in store for her. Lydia is still alive. She becomes happy seeing her. This was one of the advantages of Emily's serum. In the final scene of the film, the miscreant Jerry, who saves Lydia's life, he was with Lydia, and they were both eating raw meat. Jerry's broken hands were also healing at this point. We are told at the start that there is no life in this world. This world had no inhabitants. One day, an alien ship arrives on Earth. The alien drinks a liquid due to it. Its whole body melts and mixed with the liquid. When the alien drinks a liquid, its entire body melts, becomes mixed with the liquid. After 1,000 years, scientists were studying mountains. They noticed something scribbled on the cave. A man was pointing the star and planet in it. After it, the scientists find those drawings everywhere in the world. They are amazed because these parts of the world had no connection at the time. How can there be the same paintings in all areas despite the great distance? This means that no single person or group of people can do it, to create the same paintings all over the world. The scientists conclude after the research, perhaps those enormous humans are the humans who created them. These drawings serve as a sort of invitation to humans to know about the start of their life. It was observed in all paintings they were pointing at the same planet. The scientists decide to go to the planet. The team of scientists is shown in a spaceship in a sleeping chamber. Only one member isn't in the sleeping pod. He was in charge of the trip and the ship. That member was not a human, but rather an android robot. After 3 years of journey, they reach their destination. The robot awakes them from the sleeping chamber. Those scientists were upside the planet. They didn't see any symbol of life there. When they see a pyramid, they know there is life there. Now the scientists have decided to go upside down on the planet. The environment of the planet was like Earth. There was a lot of carbon dioxide, which was poisonous to them. They go outside while wearing the oxygen helmet. Some people stay on the ship, while others go inside the pyramid to inspect it. To begin, David enters it. Going inside, he sees some greasy liquid and some buttons as well. As he pushes the button, a projector starts. It was the recording of a CCTV camera. It was showing that all were running out of this place. Meanwhile, someone slips and falls there. The door closes and the head of the man remained on the other side. As the projector shuts, they go to the place where the man fell. They find a dead body. Then a doctor scans the body. They discover the body is 1,000 years old. The robot David understands the language written on the walls there. It also knows many codes with the help of greasy liquid. David opens the door of the pyramid with the help of codes. They find the head of a dead body on the other side. They observe the massive statues there. They could be aliens. There were pots all over the place. In those pots was the same black liquid that the man had drunk earlier. When they move inside, the environment of the place changes. The paintings on the walls were also changing. The black liquid also falls from the pots. Meanwhile, the scientist receives a call that there will be the worst storm. We will shut the door of the spaceship within 15 minutes. So come back immediately. Among those pots, Dr. Charlie brings a pot. Dr. Shaw, on the other hand, carried the alien's head in her bag. When the doctor opens the pot, it was having 3 tubes. There were DNA in them. David mixes the DNA in Charlie's drink because he doesn't like him. Dr. Shaw starts research on the head of the alien. Dr. Shaw, on the other hand, was carrying the head of the alien in her bag. The head actually activates while doing this. The head was activating speedily. Dr. Shaw couldn't control it and it bursts. The other scientists get shocked after checking the head's DNA. Because that head's DNA matched the human DNA, Dr. Shaw confirms that those people created us. The scientists were researching the pyramid who were stuck in it. They find many dead bodies. They were becoming concerned as they pondered who had murdered those aliens. They were terrified because they were contemplating. The aliens have the ability to kill those who killed the aliens. Meanwhile, a snake-like creature appears. It was made of the black liquid of the pot. They touch it while considering it an ordinary snake. It was an advanced snake. It immediately goes in his suit and makes his mouth poisonous. It kills him. The scientist who was there to save him is also attacked by the snake. As a result, he falls into the black liquid. There were many reactions on his body and he immediately dies. Dr. Shaw and Charlie spend time together in the spaceship. The next day, when Charlie awakes, his condition was worse. It was happening because of the DNA that David has mixed in his drink. They again went to the pyramid together for research. Going there, David, the robot, moves forward. Charlie's condition gets worse. They return while taking him, but David was still inside. After researching, he discovers this pyramid is a control room. The black liquid pots were weapons. Various aliens emerge from the liquid to throw it around. They murder them. When he presses some buttons, a projector plays there. It was showing the whole universe. It is revealed that their destination is Earth. He discovers that they were coming towards Earth. The black liquid that he saw in the pots, it was their special kind of pot. When they throw it anywhere, various aliens come to life. They were programmed from birth to prey on humans. Now he discovers aliens in the sleeping pot of the spaceship. He comes to know an alien is still alive among them. Seeing all this, he returns to his ship. On another side, they were taking Charlie inside. The ship's captain doesn't allow to bring Charlie inside because of infection. It may cause danger to others. Because of this, she burns him with a fireman. Dr. Shaw gets faint seeing all this. She discovers she is pregnant after examining her. She discovers an alien in her tummy. When David ignores her, she goes into an automatic operation machine. She removes the alien from her body through surgery. Shaw doesn't kill the alien but puts it into a chamber. After it, a 100-year-old man is shown on the ship. The old man who has invested in this project because he wants to live more. According to scientific research, if we discover the people who created us, we will be able to. They can increase our life. They can also make us young. That's why the man is talking to meet the alien. They all forbid him. Moreover, David tells he has discovered the plan of aliens to destroy the Earth. They want to kill people. The man does not listen to them and instead requests to enter the pyramid. They transport him to the pyramid. The alien we saw before, they awake the alien from the sleeping pod. David talks to it. The man says, "Talk to it for increasing my life." The alien removes the head of the robot David in anger and hits the old man. The man starts his ship towards the destination Earth. Shaw immediately comes out of the pyramid. She says to them while coming to the spaceship that we have to stop the ship at any cost. But now they don't have any weapon to destroy the ship. They decide to get into an accident with that ship. They do the same while collapsing their ship to the alien ship. There was a huge blast due to it. All the companions of Shaw die here, but the alien still survived. It was moving forward to kill Shaw. Shaw hurriedly goes to the broken part of her ship in which she kept the alien. The alien that emerged from her body. She takes the ship alien to another alien who was in a chamber. She opens the chamber. Due to it, the alien in the chamber kills the other alien. Shaw was alone here. Meanwhile, she hears David's voice. He says, "If you will help me, I will definitely help you to go home." Shaw agrees and says, "Okay, I will help you, but I don't want to go to the Earth, but I want to go to the planet where the aliens live." They use this planet as an instructive mission. David agrees and they move for the place in the alien spaceship. A terrible alien is born and is displayed on this planet. On this planet, a perilous life is about to begin. This is the end of the second film. Thank you for your time.